Hey, what's up guys? It's Cuffer here. I just want to make a video going through this old player guide that I found from 2022. I think this was created by SDF, so it's a good look at the past and kind of interesting. The first page is the Steam library page. Here it just tells you how to add the game to your library since the Dark and Darker playtests were on Steam. It's kind of cool that you can see the games that they played, like DayZ and Cuphead. But I mean, they also only have 6.2 hours of playtime in, so that's how early the game was. Once login is complete, you will be greeted with the character creation screen. Choose your class, set a character name, and press the confirm button to create your character. This pretty much looks the exact same as it does now. I mean, the class info hasn't changed at all. I don't think any of these other UI options have changed. The images for the classes definitely have, but everything else looks, authentic. We are missing the Bard, Warlock, Druid, and Sorcerer classes because there was only 6 classes upon release. Now we can see the character select screen. Select your character from the character list and press enter the lobby button to enter the endgame lobby. Now we will enter the lobby screen. We have the play, leaderboard, stash, and the merchant menus are available in the lobby. So we can see the play, leaderboard, stash, merchant in the top. But now we have like a ton of extra menus. Like we have the shop is new, customize is new, gathering hall is new, and trade is new. Merchant and stash has always been there, but the class and the religion are also new. I feel like if any new player saw the UI now versus how it was then, they would just be so happy. You can see they also updated the background, or at least like cleaned it up a little bit. You can see over here the candles, there's a couple more candles than before, so they definitely did some updating to this. Press the plus button to invite other players to create a party. Well, I mean, this still works, so yeah, but I've never done this, to be honest. Click on the player you want to invite to your party. You can see 6 dungeon, 6 in lobby. You can enter the dungeon by pressing the start button in the play menu. So, play, start. Press the escape key and select options to set your basic control, language, and video options. Press the apply button to save your new settings. Press the continue button to return to the game. The leaderboard menu displays the current player rankings. Players are ranked by the amount of gold coins in their possession for this playtest session. That would be crazy now. Think of all like the dirty gold farmers who just go and get like 1,000,000 uniques every season. Like that's all they do. And then like they just gamble with it or something. I'm very happy they changed the leaderboard. Probably still needs some work, but maybe that's for a different video. The player's stash allows you to save loot from your adventures. You can organize your items and prepare for your next adventure. They still have these 2 useless boxes down here, which aren't used now. The stats are kind of interesting because strength and vigor used to just be 1 stat, and agility and dexterity just used to be 1 stat. I thought you only had 1 stash per character, but it looks like you can buy stashes here maybe. There wasn't any shared stash between characters, but I'm pretty sure you only had 1 stash. Interact with interesting NPCs in the merchant's menu. It looks like all of the merchants got a little bit of a upgrade. I mean, like the weaponsmith is just inverted Tavern Master is definitely different. Collector didn't exist. Alchemist, not the Collector. The Treasure didn't exist. The Alchemist looks a little different. Armor's flipped. Woodsman is flipped. The Surgeon and the Tailor are the only ones that had, I guess, and the Tavern Master are the only ones that had like real changes made. The Tailor got his little red tux thing. The Tavern Master just looks different, and the Surgeon is no longer a badass, man. Why they downgrade the Surgeon? You can sell treasures you've obtained on your adventures to various NPCs to earn gold. You can then spend your gold to buy equipment to help you on your next journey. I think it's interesting they have the service and the quest tab. I'm pretty sure we had no quests and no service. Like, you couldn't craft anything for like a while. Definitely wasn't in this playtest. What else is weird? They have affinity already. So they were already planning the quests and everything back in 2022. And then they have the weight. The weight system is crazy. You see how it's 160 out of 150? He's not even wearing anything. The game could be totally different if they had a weight mechanic to slow you down that was a bit more intense. Like if you picked up treasures, it would slow you down and stuff like that, or other players' gear. So I'm kind of glad they didn't go down that route. Once you are ready to enter the dungeon, press the start button from the play menu. You will first enter the tavern prior to entering the dungeon. You will now have full control of your character in the tavern. Tavern looks pretty much the same. You can see auto there. Dark and Darker utilizes a conventional FPS control scheme. You can perform basic movement for your character using the WASD control, shift, and space keys. The 1, 2, 3, and 4 keys are used to switch between weapons and items equipped on your character. The mouse, left click, and right click are used to perform actions with the item currently equipped in your hand. So that's like blocking or, swinging or throwing or something.
I'm jaking it.
The Q and E keys are used to activate your class-specific skills. The Tab key opens your character sheet where you can view the tooltip for your class skills and perks. The Tab key opens your character sheet and inventory. Items can be moved by clicking and dragging to a specific slot or outside the menu to drop it on the ground. The game begins when the timer reaches 0 or the minimum number of players enters the tavern. After a brief loading period, you will enter the dungeon. Inside the dungeon, you can interact with in-game items and objects by aiming at the object and pressing the F key. You can check the status of the dungeon by checking your minimap in the lower right of the HUD. You'll want to stay inside the white circle in order to survive. The game ends when the circle shrinks until it completely disappears. In order to live, you must find, open, and step through a portal before the circle completely closes. Scrolls appearing on blue stones let you escape the dungeon. Scrolls appearing on red stones let you descend deeper for more treasures. Reading the scroll opens a portal matching the color of the stone. Once a portal fully forms, you must step through the portal to exit the dungeon before it's too late. Using your skills, wits, and teamwork to loot and escape the unforgiving dungeons. Beware of others that might try to steal your hard-earned riches. Get loot or die trying. And yeah, that's their presentation. This is created by SDF or Choi Ju Hyun. So yeah, I liked it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I've really enjoyed just making a bunch of videos for Dark and Darker in general. Originally, I was trying to get the Balladeer emote, that was the only goal. But I realized that it takes a little bit more commitment, and you really actually have to care about the channel if you want it to grow and to get to their standards, because their standards are pretty high. So yeah, I want to focus on the channel, and I'm gonna set a goal for myself of a couple videos a month. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.